Welcome back to That Handicapping Show. I'm Claire Novak. It is the return of Tom LaMarra to the show, and we are in the studio in Lexington, but today we are going to take a look at a race at Saratoga, opening weekend at the Spa, and we're going to take a look at the $500,000 TVG Diana Stakes, Grade 1, on the turf, 1 1/8 for the fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, and this is a field of 7 that actually drew up quite nicely. There are some really good choices in here, 3 Grade 1 winners, but some other horses who are also on the improve. So Tom, taking a look at this race, there are a couple of standouts, but I think you're going to go a different route.
Well, I don't really see a standout in this race, although, well, it looks pretty evenly matched to me. I think I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Tepin. Probably Stephanie's Kitten, I guess, maybe.
And Hard Not to Like.
And
the
Hard
3
Not
Grade
to
1
Like.
winners who stand out.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard to figure out who may be on the lead. Of course, we do have an uncoupled Ramsey entry in here. Along with Stephanie's Kitten, we also have Kitten's Queen. I don't want to call her a rabbit, but if you look at her past performances, maybe
She's shown some speed.
that would be right. Now, she was a good third in the Grade 2 New York, which was won by Waltzing Matilda, who won in her U.S. debut. So I think the race is a little bit tougher than you may think, and maybe some other people think. You know, I like Hard Not to Like. I know this that John Velasquez, who has won with her at least twice, riding on the grass, is jumping off of Stephanie's Kitten and or maybe it wasn't his choice. I don't know. Whatever.
He's not riding
John Velasquez is
Kitten.
not riding Stephanie's Kitten. He's riding Hard Not to Like, who won the Grade 1 Gamely at Santa Anita in her last start in May. I think she looks pretty strong in this race. The horse that intrigues me, that I really need to mention, is My Miss Sophia.
Yes, this horse drives me crazy.
Yes, and as we know, she was pretty good when she was younger on the dirt, and ran second in the Kentucky Oaks behind Untappable.
That's pretty good.
She came back in the La Troyenne earlier this spring. She kind of ran flat at Churchill Downs on the dirt.
The commentary reads wilted.
Wilted, which I've seen before. In her last start, which was her first start on the grass at 1 1/8 miles at Belmont, she won in hand in 1:46 and 4 for the distance. I think that's pretty strong. She's been training really well for Belmont. Maybe it was just the drop in class, not necessarily the surface that woke her up. But when you look at the class in this race, and she'll probably be a decent price, that's where I'm going.
All right, well, 1 of 2 for Belmont in here. He also has Grade 2 winner Lady Lara, who was 4th in the Just a Game last time out. I am going with Tepin, who I think is a superstar in the making. She has won 3 in a row, stepped up to get her first Grade 1 victory in the Just a Game last time out. Just a really classy filly. Now, the question for her is definitely the stretch out, because the past 2 times that she's run at the 1 1/8 have not gone quite so well. At Churchill Downs, she ran 1 1/8 in the Grade 3 Regret Stakes. She got into some bad traffic trouble there, really had to steady hard, didn't necessarily reflect her ability to handle the distance because she didn't really get a chance to run. And then she went out to California for the Del Mar Oaks and just seemed not to handle the heat there that day. Trainer Mark Cassidy said, you know, very uncharacteristic of her. She almost collapsed from heat exhaustion after that race. So not exactly her A game just on a race day period. So I'm going to give her 1 more shot at the 1 1/8. I don't think she can't run that far. I just think the past couple of races have been different circumstances. But she's won 3 in a row. She won the Distaff Turf Mile very nicely at Churchill Downs back in May, and comes in here with Julian Leparoux in the irons. She does break from the rail. You know, she has shown some speed. She was on the lead to win the Distaff Turf Mile, but she can also come from off of it a bit to win. So I'm very interested in her. You mentioned Hard Not to Like, and she's done well for Christophe Clement, but has needed some time between races. I'm not exactly sure if that's, you know, soundness related or just timing wise, what they've done with her. She did get a very good rest from when she won the Jenny Wiley last year until she came back this season. So we'll see how she does in here. I'm not sure who's even going to be the favorite because Stephanie's Kitten is obviously quite accomplished, but last time out ran 4th in the New York Stakes, which is a grade 2. So I'm not sure who the racing fans are going to go with.
I'm not sure either. You know, maybe it would be Tepin, and strictly on the fact that she has run her 3 best races in her last 3 starts. And I kind of agree with you. I don't think that it's really that the extra 1/8 of a mile is I think she's just in really good form now, and I don't see where that would, I mean, that wouldn't keep me away from playing her if I did like her to win.
Right. Well, Tom is going to go with My Miss Sophia. I'm going with Tepin, but I would put Waltzing Matilda in there as well. I think this is a filly. We don't know exactly how talented she is, but coming to the U.S., winning a grade 2 in her first U.S. start is a nice way to begin things, and I think you should put her on your tickets.
All right.
All right. Well, it is a quasi-busy weekend of racing. We have some good Grade 1 races coast to coast. We've got the Sanford featuring the younger horses at Saratoga, and then turn things around the next day at LaMarra with some Grade 1 racing. So we'll keep you posted on all of that at bloodhorse.com. And as always, we want to thank Equibase for the PPs, and thank you for watching that handicapping show.